While others tame beasts, he tames beast, girls with infinite evolution. Some tame wolves, snakes, and bears, but he summoned a tiny ant, and within a minute, she evolved into a girl with wings, a spear, and a gaze that makes bosses tremble. He's not just a tamer. He's the guy who collects beast girls that evolve endlessly. And if you think he's just another weakling with a hidden class, then you haven't seen what his first form can do. The awakening ceremony commences at a grand plaza where touching a stone stele reveals one's profession. Students step forward, awakening mundane roles like blacksmith and mason, much to the crowd's indifference. A smug man named Feng Yong looks down on these life-type professions, deeming them utterly worthless. His lackey eagerly praises Feng for awakening as a rare and powerful greatsword warrior. As they gloat, a quiet young man in a hoodie accidentally bumps into Feng from behind. Feng's follower immediately gets aggressive, demanding to know who dared to collide with his boss. The man simply apologizes, stating he's in a hurry before moving past them toward the stele. Feng and his crew are left dumbfounded by the stranger's complete lack of fear or respect. A sinister smile plays on Feng's lips as his subordinate wonders if the arrogant man is a noble's son. Feng's eyes glint with disdain, scoffing at the idea that this person could be anyone of importance. The hooded man is revealed to be Lin Han, the last scion of a family mysteriously wiped out years ago. Feng's lackey loudly mocks Lin Han's fall from grace, calling the former prodigy worthless trash. Lin Han simply scoffs with a confident smirk, completely unfazed by the public ridicule. He mentally dismisses Feng as a loud-mouthed weakling, unimpressed by his so-called rare profession. Placing his hand on the stele, Lin Han prepares to demonstrate what true talent really is. An immense golden light erupts from the stone, projecting a divine aura that blasts Feng Yong off his feet. The entire crowd is blinded by the unprecedented phenomenon, shielding their eyes in utter shock. Feng watches in pure rage and denial, terrified that this supposed failure will make him a laughingstock. The stele blazes with fiery letters, revealing his awakening as a special inherited hidden profession, Beastmaster. The crowd's awe quickly turns to confusion, debating whether a Beastmaster is a genius class or just high-profile trash. The crowd's confusion solidifies into mockery, dismissing Lin Han for only awakening as a Beastmaster. Feng Yong recovers his composure, striding confidently toward Lin Han to mock his supposed turn of fortune. He laughs wildly, declaring that without powerful beasts, a Beastmaster is just glorified trash. Feng then offers a humiliating deal. Crawl, and he'll fund a contract with a worthless mutt. Just then, a well-dressed man interrupts, identifying Feng's brother as a useless freeloader. The newcomer smirks, deciding he no longer needs to borrow money now that a new mutt has presented itself. Enraged by the insult, Feng's brother's eyes glow red as he prepares to retaliate. He lunges forward with a furious punch, intending to silence the man for good. But before his fist can land, a swift black heel slams down, intervening in the fight. A mysterious silver-haired woman sends the attacker flying with a powerful kick to the face. The attacker is sent spiraling through the air from the force of her devastating kick. This powerful woman, Bai Bing, fiercely declares that no one messes with her student. The goon lies on the ground, utterly stunned by the woman's overwhelming power. Swallowing his pride, Feng Yong angrily orders his crew to retreat from the scene. He internally recognizes her as a member of the formidable Bai family, vowing to settle his score with Lin Han another day. Bai Bing playfully congratulates Lin Han on his hidden profession, much to his bashful embarrassment. Her expression shifts to playful annoyance as she prepares to correct his formal address. She playfully chides him for sneaking out, insisting he call her sister outside of school. He bows in comical apology as she cheerfully waves, their close bond now clear to everyone. Acknowledging that his new class is a huge expense, she offers him a credit card to fund his journey. She advises him to forget everything else and focus solely on getting stronger. Overwhelmed with gratitude, he clutches the card and silently promises to dedicate his life to repaying her. His dramatic declaration earns him a comical scolding from his exasperated mentor. Later, Lin Han returns to his humble apartment, a stark contrast to his family's former glory. He steps inside his modest home, the day's chaotic events finally behind him. Taking a deep breath, he prepares to finally unleash his true potential in private. A holographic screen materializes, revealing the activation of his secret Divine Beast Master system. He recalls the tragic past of this body's original owner, whose powerful family was annihilated by a beast tide. The original Lin Han, unable to cope with the loss, had perished from overwhelming grief. In a stunning reveal, he confirms that was the exact moment his soul took over this body. He reveals his transmigration granted him a secret system, one that remained dormant until his awakening. Tears of pure relief stream down his face, celebrating the end of a 3-year struggle now that his cheat is active. A colossal status window materializes before him, detailing his name, hidden profession, and surprisingly high base stats. The system confirms his awakening, and immediately presents a tempting side quest. Spend a fortune to unlock an overpowered cheat mode. A wicked grin spreads across his face as he decides to use his mentor's generous gift to see what his new system is truly capable of. Upon completing the quest, his consciousness is pulled into a breathtaking cosmic space as the system confirms his overpowered mode is now active. A flicker of surprise crosses his face as he begins to grasp the sheer scale of his newly unlocked power. The system congratulates him for unlocking a cheat mode, presenting him with a haul of ultra-rare beasts to choose from as his first partner. He considers his options carefully, aware that since he can only contract one beast per awakening, this first choice will define his early combat strength. Deciding that a system-provided beast must be powerful, he confidently points to a silhouette, making his very first contract choice. He takes a gamble on his first beast, but a blinding flash from his finger leaves him wondering what's happening. A fearsome, red-eyed insectoid beast materializes from a digital void, revealed as his first contracted partner. The system reveals his legendary beast is a primordial celestial horned ant, which promptly shrinks to the size of an actual ant. His face falls in utter despair, realizing he just blew his mentor's fortune on what looks like a common insect. He protests in vain as the system forcibly initiates a contract, triggering the ant's evolution into its next form. The evolution concludes, revealing the ant's true combat form, a formidable silver-haired woman in sleek armor. His despair turns to pure joy, realizing this incredible surprise guarantees his success in the upcoming trial exam. The next day arrives, placing Lin Han and his fellow students at the Shadow Mountains trial ground for their first level-up training. The stern trial instructor Cao Chong takes charge, explaining that Bai Bing is absent due to an emergency. While the instructor warns everyone to be safe, Lin Han stands confidently, his seemingly harmless ant partner resting on his shoulder. A concerned friend approaches Lin Han, addressing him by a familiar nickname. He's revealed as Long Tianjiao, Lin Han's sworn brother, who cheerfully offers to help him find a beast. A familiar blonde-haired bully interrupts, sneering at Lin Han for being pathetic enough to need help. The bully leans in with a cruel grin, offering a humiliating deal in exchange for a pity beast. Unfazed, Lin Han calmly turns the bully's insult back on him with a clever question. The bully falls for the trap, nearly answering before his own goons start snickering behind him. Realization dawns on the bully's face, his smugness twisting into pure rage at being outsmarted. Losing his temper, the bully lunges forward with a furious kick aimed directly at Lin Han. But Lin Han catches the incoming attack with one hand, stopping the bully's momentum completely. With a confident smirk, Lin Han effortlessly holds the bully's fist, mocking his lack of power. The bully reels in disbelief, wondering how a mere beast tamer could possess such overwhelming physical power. Their standoff is broken by the instructor, who impatiently orders Lin Han to enter the training portal. Lin Han calmly declines his friend's offer of help, confidently assuring him he can handle the trial alone. From a distance, the bully smirks, revealing he has conspired with the instructor to ensure Lin Han won't return alive. The instructor watches Lin Han depart, his expression revealing a deep-seated jealousy over the student's closeness to Bai Bing. His possessive thoughts are laid bare, vowing to eliminate anyone who gets in his way of pursuing her. Lin Han steps through the glowing portal, arriving in a desolate and dangerous-looking training area. A nearby sign confirms the sabotage. He's been sent to a silver-level zone meant for much stronger fighters. Instead of panicking, Lin Han turns with a sharp, knowing look, sensing he's no longer alone. A pack of ferocious, glowing-eyed wolves emerges from the darkness, ready to pounce on their target. He calmly identifies the pack of deadly gale wolves, realizing the true danger of the setup. With a confident smirk, he rouses his tiny partner, ready to show his enemies they've underestimated him. Responding to his call, the ant leaps from his shoulder and erupts in a brilliant blue light. The light fades to reveal her true form, a stunning, silver-haired warrior clad in celestial armor. She reports for duty as a system window displays her incredible combat stats and powerful skills. Eager to test his new partner, he accepts the system's first battle quest: slay 10 ferocious beasts. Without hesitation, she unleashes a flurry of devastating blows, striking the wolves with blinding speed. In an instant, the entire wolf pack is neutralized, and she calmly reports her success to Lin Han. Her expression remains impassive, showing the effortless nature of her victory. He grins, impressed by her power, already imagining how unstoppable she'll be once she's fully grown. Lin Han checks his status, smirking as he realizes he's already reached level 6, his power rivaling that of a standard combatant. His formidable partner reverts to a cute chibi form, looking up at him with wide, innocent eyes. He playfully teases her, admitting it would be foolish to compare his stats to an ancient, ferocious beast like her. Patting her head, he finds it hard to believe this innocent-looking girl is a legendary monster. She suddenly returns to her adult form, closing the distance and causing a flustered Lin Han to blush furiously. Unseen by them, a group of mercenaries hired by the bully observes from a distance, baffled by the powerful woman with their target. The men are immediately captivated by her stunning appearance, noting she is a top-tier beauty. The mercenary leader and his subordinate share a wicked grin, agreeing that eliminating such a prize would be a waste. The leader devises a plan to ambush the woman, creating an opening for him to take out Lin Han. He turns to give the order, only to find his two subordinates completely unresponsive to his command. The leader turns to find his men neutralized, with the silver-haired woman now standing directly behind him, her grip like iron. Her eyes blaze with crimson light as she recognizes his hostile intent towards her master, striking fear into the mercenary. Realizing she's a high-level expert who took down his crew without a sound, the terrified leader makes a run for it. He desperately tries to escape, wondering how a mere student could have such a formidable guardian. Despite his frantic sprint, a spectral claw closes in, about to end his escape. The ethereal attack slams into the mercenary, bringing him down with overwhelming force. As the woman moves to finish the job, Lin Han calmly gestures for her to stop, his point already made. Continuing their journey, Lin Han notes the increasing danger, questioning the supposed difficulty of the zone. Their path is suddenly blocked by a colossal level 22 Gale Wolf King, the true boss of the area. Meanwhile, the defeated mercenary leader lies broken on the ground, weakly begging for help that will never come. Before it can react, the Gale Wolf King is rocked by a powerful unseen blow. The system issues a new leader quest to slay the beast as his partner acknowledges the tricky fight ahead. Concerned by the overwhelming power gap, Lin Han grabs his partner, wisely suggesting a tactical retreat. But her eyes glow with crimson light, a predatory grin revealing she has no intention of backing down. Trusting his partner's power, he gives the order, sending her hurtling towards the snarling Wolf King. The massive beast roars in fury, its fangs bared as it prepares to meet her head-on. In an incredible feat of power, she meets the monster's lunge, stopping its massive jaws with her bare hands. She grits her teeth, her expression one of pure determination, as she single-handedly holds the furious beast at bay. With a mighty heave, she completely overpowers the Wolf King, launching its massive body into the air. Desperate to escape, the airborne beast unleashes its Gale Flash step skill, vanishing in a burst of speed. The Wolf King instantly reappears, launching a devastating surprise attack from above that sends her reeling. The impact creates a massive explosion, forcing a concerned Lin Han to shield himself from the blast. As the smoke clears, she is forced to one knee, momentarily subdued by the beast's cunning attack. The beast sneers victoriously, its claws glinting as it prepares to finish her off. It unleashes a furious barrage of spectral claw attacks, aiming to shred her to pieces. With grim determination, she endures the relentless assault, her armor deflecting the worst of the blows. Lin Han grits his teeth, realizing the vast level gap means his partner can't win through brute force alone. As he focuses on the main battle, a second wolf lunges at him from behind, prompting a curse at their unfair tactics. He's suddenly surrounded by more spectral wolves, realizing their strategy is to divide and conquer. With a dismissive smirk, he effortlessly intercepts the attack, grabbing the spectral beast and mocking its feeble attempt. He roars with confidence, taunting the spectral wolves for delivering themselves right to him. With a single punch, he shatters one of the beasts, seeing them as a stepping stone to the Wolf King. His eyes are cold and focused as he moves to intercept the next attacker without a hint of fear. Demonstrating his newfound power, he effortlessly pries open the jaws of a lunging wolf. With a final, decisive blow, he obliterates the last spectral beast, completing his side objective. A system notification confirms his quest completion and rewards him with beast points, which he immediately decides to use. Meanwhile, his partner continues to hold her ground against the Wolf King's relentless barrage, her resolve unbroken. Lin Han instantly spends his new points, unlocking a devastating new skill for his companion called Frenzied Strike. Following his command, she reverts to her tiny ant form and rockets towards the boss, glowing with immense power. The colossal Wolf King stops its assault, utterly baffled by the tiny glowing projectile now hurtling its way. The tiny ant unleashes a devastating flurry of strikes, overwhelming the colossal beast with her new skill. Glowing with immense power, her ant form channels all its energy into a single, decisive punch. She strikes a triumphant pose as her attack completely shatters the Wolf King's defenses. Reverting to her humanoid form, she lets out a furious battle cry, unleashing the full extent of her power. Her frenzied strike pierces through the boss, a torrent of dark energy ensuring its absolute demise. The Wolf King is completely obliterated in a cataclysmic explosion, shocking Lin Han with its sheer force. As the dust settles, Lin Han stares in disbelief at the instant kill, while a system notification confirms his mission is complete. His partner flashes a wicked, triumphant grin, her glowing eyes showing the true nature of a ferocious beast. She reverts to her chibi form, still radiating a powerful aura, as Lin Han wonders about their loot. The system promptly notifies him of the rewards, revealing an exclusive weapon has dropped from the boss. A system notification confirms her frenzied strike has ended, leaving her looking slightly dazed. Her eyes sparkle with pride as she eagerly seeks praise from her master for the victory. She joyfully leaps into his arms to celebrate, forcing him to try and calm her down. He suddenly becomes aware of the unfamiliar sensation of holding her so close. A blush creeps across his face as he processes the unexpected intimacy of the moment. Reverting to her full size, she admits the intense battle has left her completely exhausted. Her eyelids grow heavy as the post-battle fatigue begins to overwhelm her completely. She shrinks back into her chibi form and promptly falls asleep, much to Lin Han's relief. He gently lays her down to rest, thanking her for her hard work during the fight. While she recharges, he examines the loot system, pleased it functions just like the games from his past life. He eagerly accesses the system to see what treasures the Wolf King dropped. The system reveals a powerful silver-quality sword, and he can't believe his incredible luck. A bronze-quality ice staff also dropped, which he immediately plans to sell for a hefty profit. With a confident smirk, he decides to check his own status, already planning his next grind for levels and cash. To his shock, the system reveals he's already hit the level cap and must now complete a job advancement. He glances at the defeated wolves, realizing his plans to grind for more experience are now pointless. His attention then shifts to two survivors, deciding it's time to find out who sent them after him. A sinister grin spreads across his face, anticipating that things are about to get interesting. Hours later, a medical team stands ready at the trial's exit portal, preparing for the students' return. The lead instructor grimly acknowledges the harsh reality that not all students will have survived the ordeal. The lead instructor's eyes narrow as he calls out to his colleague, Cao Chong. The students are surprised by the sudden arrival of the elegant and stern teacher Bai. Cao Chong tries to dismiss her, confidently stating he can handle the returning students on his own. Teacher Bai cuts straight to the point, demanding he explain the circumstances of Lin Han's trial. He smirks condescendingly, reminding her of their duty to be impartial and hinting at her favoritism. He then makes a sleazy offer to discuss the matter privately, getting far too close for comfort. Losing her patience, she presses a blade to his throat, her expression turning lethal as she demands answers. Cao Tong plays dumb, pretending not to understand her accusation while sweating under pressure. She furiously calls him out for sending a novice like Lin Han into a high-level zone he couldn't possibly survive. With the knife pressed firmly against his skin, she accuses him of deliberately targeting Lin Han because he's an easy target. Unfazed, Cao Chong pushes the blade away, claiming she's misunderstood his noble intentions. He justifies his actions, arguing that hardship is the only way for a beast tamer to level up fast. She pulls back her blade but issues a final, chilling warning for him to pray for Lin Han's safe return. Her eyes narrow as she vows to make him pay, piece by piece, for any injury Lin Han sustains. He outwardly agrees with a nervous smile, while internally mocking her for just acting tough. He privately relishes the thought of her arrogance shattering once Lin Han's body is returned. His malicious thoughts twist into a vile fantasy, believing her eventual grief will be his opportunity. Their tense standoff is shattered by the announcement of the student's return from the trial. The first student to exit the portal is Leng Lingshui, one of the school's dual talents, cementing her elite status. Another top student emerges, surprised that even he was outpaced by the school's number one. The second top student, Feng Yang, tries to get friendly with Leng Lingshui, citing their shared status as geniuses. She effortlessly sidesteps his unwelcome advance, leaving him to stumble awkwardly. She coldly rejects him, revealing she'd rather associate with the old Lin Han than with him. Her brutal rejection and mention of his rival clearly strikes a nerve, infuriating Feng Yang. Just then, the sound of hurried footsteps announces another student's arrival. Lin Han's friend emerges from the portal, frantically searching for his buddy. Feng Yang sneers at the newcomer, mocking his survival and callously suggesting Lin Han met his end in the trial. The cruel words instantly ignite the friend's fury, his expression hardening with rage. He dares Feng Yang to repeat the insult, who gladly obliges by calling Lin Han trash. An enraged roar cuts through the air, demanding silence and escalating the confrontation. An instructor scolds the friend, telling him to worry about his own strength instead of Lin Han's. He then orders the boy to move aside and stop blocking the portal for other students. The friend turns away, muttering with conviction that Lin Han will absolutely return. Elsewhere, Feng Yang's lackeys gather around him, fawning over his supposed hard work. The friend's worry grows as he realizes nearly everyone is back except for Lin Han. Feng Yang's cronies loudly speculate that Lin Han met an honorable end inside the trial. A rock suddenly hurtles through the air, aimed directly at the taunting group. The projectile ricochets off one lackey's head before striking Feng Yang, silencing them both. The friend's face instantly lights up with pure joy and relief. Lin Han finally emerges, casually asking about all the noisy dogs as his friend calls out in celebration. Lin Han's friend rushes to greet him, ecstatic that he's finally returned from the trial. Watching from afar, Teacher Bai breathes a sigh of relief, her worries about his safety finally easing. The corrupt instructor, Cao Cheng, seethes in disbelief, wondering how Lin Han survived the ambush he arranged. He glares with pure malice, convinced Lin Han was merely lucky and silently vowing this isn't over. Feng Yang recovers, sneering that a petless beast tamer must have just cowardly hidden the entire time. His friend furiously defends Lin Han, accusing Feng Yang of projecting his own cowardice onto others. Feng Yang smirks deviously, hinting that they'll soon see who the real coward is. He continues to mock Lin Han for hiding in the mountains, calling his last-minute return a pathetic display. Lin Han calmly holds his friend back, then turns to his rival and asks if he's finished with his pointless noise. With a confident grin, he declares that Feng Yang's skills aren't even worthy of shining his beast's shoes. Feng Yang's face contorts with rage, his pride deeply wounded by the insult. He challenges Lin Han to a high-stakes bet to prove who is superior. Lin Han coolly accepts, promising a humiliating defeat for his rival, much to his friend's concern. He then turns to Instructor Cao, politely requesting that he let the students settle their own score. The instructor agrees with a sly smile, emphasizing the importance of honoring the wager. Internally, Cao Cheng relishes the moment, believing Lin Han has just sealed his own fate. Teacher Bai watches closely, recognizing the familiar calculating look in Lin Han's eyes. With the term set, the instructor officially begins the level comparison for all to see. Lin Han's friend loyally joins the bet, proudly revealing his status as a level 2 berserker. Feng Yang scoffs at the display, then smugly reveals he's a level 3 greatsword warrior, the mark of a true genius. Feng Yang's lackeys erupt in cheers, praising his level 3 status as a mark of true genius. The friend's face pales with shock, realizing he may have been too careless in underestimating Feng Yang. Feng Yang points condescendingly at Lin Han, declaring it's his turn and mocking his chances of winning. He gloats with a vicious grin, already demanding they prepare to honor the humiliating terms of their bet. The friend's rage boils over, but Lin Han's hand on his shoulder stops him from charging forward. Lin Han calmly reassures his friend, telling him not to worry as he doesn't consider Feng Yang's strength a threat. A brilliant blue aura explodes around Lin Han as a system window reveals his true power, level 10 Beast Tamer. The entire crowd, including the instructor, stares in absolute jaw-dropping disbelief. Lin Han stands serenely amidst his overwhelming power, the undisputed center of attention. Feng Yang's face twists in shock and fury, unable to comprehend how the useless tamer surpassed him so completely. In denial, Feng Yang accuses Lin Han of cheating, insisting that not even the school's top student could achieve such a feat. Lin Han smirks, mocking his rival's limited perspective and alluding to the power of a hidden class. He then calls upon instructor Cao to witness his victory and enforce the terms of their wager. Lin Han pointedly thanks the teaching assistants who tried to protect him, sending a clear message to the corrupt instructor. The thinly veiled threat hits its mark, causing instructor Cao to panic as he realizes his assassination plot was discovered. His fear quickly morphs into murderous intent, resolving to eliminate the student who now threatens his career. Watching from afar, Leng Lingshui is astonished by Lin Han's incredible power, recognizing the return of the Academy's former number 1. Undeterred, she reveals her own status as a level 5 storm mage, vowing to surpass him eventually. Teacher Bai approaches the group, prompting a teasing question from Lin Han about her sudden appearance. She smiles warmly, explaining that her other duties are done and that overseeing the trial is her responsibility. The friend proudly boasts to Teacher Bai about Lin Han's rapid growth, predicting his future invincibility. Teacher Bai's expression suddenly shifts to one of alarm as she senses an imminent threat. Without warning, Instructor Cao lunges forward, his fist glowing with malice as he attempts to strike down Lin Han. Teacher Bai reacts instantly, pushing Lin Han to safety and preparing to intercept the deadly blow herself. Their powers collide in a brilliant flash as she furiously reminds him that attacking a student is forbidden. Enraged, Cao Cheng dismisses the Academy's rules, his fury overriding all reason. He vows to eliminate Lin Han as his attack overpowers her defense, landing a solid blow. The force of the impact sends Teacher Bai staggering backward, clearly injured by the strike. Despite being knocked down, she uses the momentum to spin on the ground, refusing to be defeated. With incredible agility, she retaliates with a powerful kick, vowing to protect her student at all costs. Lin Han recognizes Teacher Bai is at a disadvantage, his expression hardening with concern. The instructor grabs her leg, furious that she's protecting Lin Han and spurning his advances. Thrown off balance, Teacher Bai is sent flying through the air by his overwhelming force. Cao Cheng catches her midair, holding her upside down with a sinister grin as he prepares to strike again. A blur of motion intercepts him, a fist flying directly towards his unsuspecting face. Lin Han unleashes a devastating kick, connecting squarely with the instructor's jaw and knocking him back. He swiftly catches Teacher Bai, preventing her from falling and steadying her with a firm grip. Lin Han gently checks on his teacher, who looks up at him, relieved and slightly flustered. Standing over the fallen instructor, Lin Han mockingly asks how his level 10 kick tasted. Enraged, Cao Cheng points an accusing finger, revealing he sent 3 level 15 assistants after Lin Han who never came back. The instructor accuses Lin Han of eliminating his men for experience points, trying to turn the crowd against him. Fueled by rage, Cao Cheng declares Lin Han a menace who must be dealt with immediately. His righteous fury is cut short as he senses something land right behind him. Lin Han casually tosses the body of a fallen assistant at the instructor's feet, asking if this is who he meant. Cao Cheng stares in disbelief at his subordinate's lifeless form, confirming his worst fears. A wicked grin spreads across his face as he realizes the dead can't expose his plot, giving him the perfect scapegoat. He points accusingly at Lin Han, using the body as undeniable proof of his guilt. Lin Han feigns innocence, claiming he was just being a good Samaritan by bringing the body back. He walks past the instructor, making a pointed remark about leaders who send their men to perish. Crouching down, Lin Han pats the fallen man's chest, pitying him for being used as a tool even in the afterlife. Lin Han's taunt hits its mark, sending the instructor into a silent, seething rage. Snapping completely, Cao Cheng lunges forward, determined to silence the student permanently. Teacher Bai and the friend cry out in alarm, horrified by the instructor's blatant attack. Lin Han calmly blocks the furious strike, questioning why an instructor would harm his own student. The instructor roars back, desperately trying to frame his murderous intent as righteous revenge. Unfazed, Lin Han easily deflects the blow, calling out his real motive to silence a witness. From the sidelines, Feng Yang and his cronies cheer on the corrupt instructor, eager to see Lin Han fall. Driven by desperation, Cao Cheng unleashes a furious barrage of high-speed punches. To the instructor's disbelief, Lin Han effortlessly weaves through every single attack without a scratch. Lin Han gracefully leaps back, acknowledging the instructor's raw power and preparing his next move. Lin Han reveals he has more than just kicks, summoning a weapon wreathed in blue energy. He materializes the formidable level 10 staff of ice, ready to change his combat style. The instructor is stunned as the staff slams down, trapping his leg in a sudden burst of ice. Before Cao Cheng can react, Lin Han shatters the ice with a powerful kick, sending him reeling. The force of the blow sends the instructor flying across the field, crashing hard into a cliff face. Lin Han steadies himself with the staff, acknowledging his recent power-up gave him the edge he needed. A confident smirk plays on his lips as he puts his new plan into motion, having created the perfect distance. He knows his own stats are slightly inferior, but he has a secret weapon to even the odds. A small, powerful entity materializes from a flash of light, its eyes glowing with immense energy. He summons his level 13 pet, the heavenly horned ant, whose formidable stats promise to overwhelm the instructor. The heavenly horned ant charges forward, vowing to eliminate anyone who dares to harm its master. The instructor's eye glows with crimson rage as he prepares to unleash a powerful counter. Their powers collide in a cataclysmic explosion of red and blue energy, shaking the entire field. The watching crowd is completely overwhelmed by the blinding flash of the impact. The ant easily overpowers the instructor, sending him hurtling through the air once again. Lin Han's friend cheers wildly, impressed that his buddy had such a powerful female ally hidden up his sleeve. Teacher Bai stares in disbelief, questioning the identity of this mysterious and formidable woman. Feng Yong and his lackeys are speechless, their jaws on the floor as they witness their champion get tossed around. The pet unleashes a furious battle cry, its rage focused entirely on the downed instructor. Lin Han calmly extends his hand, commanding his enraged pet to stand down and return to his side. The pet looks back in surprise, her crimson eyes wide at her master's sudden command. Deciding her true form is too sensitive to reveal, Lin Han dismisses his powerful ally. Before disappearing, she playfully teases her master, who instructs her to revert to her original form. The powerful being happily agrees, her fierce demeanor melting away into a cheerful expression. In a flash of blue light, she transforms back into the formidable heavenly horned ant. The ant then shrinks into a speck of light, returning to Lin Han as he stands unfazed. The instructor stumbles to his feet, trying to rally the crowd by accusing Lin Han of colluding with an outsider. Branding Lin Han a corrupt student, Cao Cheng begins to channel immense power through his body. His shirt shreds as he unleashes his full power, vowing to deliver severe punishment. But his furious charge is abruptly halted by a foot pressing down firmly on his shoulder. An authoritative figure pins the instructor down, warning him not to jump to conclusions without an investigation. Cao Cheng stares up in disbelief, utterly shocked by the unexpected arrival of this powerful man. The newcomer is revealed to be the Academy's dean, Si Kong Chung, a formidable level 56 master. The instructor scrambles to his feet, immediately pointing at Lin Han and repeating his accusations to the dean. He furiously claims Lin Han tried to silence him, demanding the dean deliver swift and severe punishment. With the crowd watching, Cao Cheng gestures to the body as proof, begging the dean to take action against Lin Han. Lin Han remains completely unfazed, unimpressed by the instructor's theatrical and false accusations. The dean calmly turns to Lin Han, offering him the opportunity to share his side of the story. Raising a hand, the dean levitates the fallen assistant's body in a sphere of energy to conduct his own examination. He quickly determines the fatal wounds were caused by a large beast, directly contradicting the instructor's claims. The instructor desperately spins the facts, claiming Lin Han must be involved if he was the one to find the body. Lin Han smirks, sarcastically complimenting the instructor's skill at twisting the truth to frame him. The instructor is left sputtering and flustered as Lin Han exposes the failed assassination plot. Teacher Bai steps in, informing the dean that the instructor suspiciously sent Lin Han to a dangerously high-level zone. Panicked, Cao Cheng vehemently denies the accusations, proclaiming his innocence to the dean. He desperately argues that it's just his word against Lin Han's, insisting there is no proof. The dean turns to Lin Han, calmly asking if he has any evidence to support his serious claims. The instructor smirks, confident that with his men gone, there are no witnesses left to testify against him. But Lin Han coolly reveals he isn't bluffing, summoning a glowing portal beside him. He presents his evidence, the instructor's two very much alive accomplices, captured and bound. Teacher Bai and his friend stare in utter confusion at the sudden appearance of the two captured men. Lin Han explains that these men were spying on him when a beast attacked, forcing him to intervene after one of them fell. He then turns the tables, slyly asking why the instructor would have him followed in the first place. To get a quicker answer, Lin Han gives one of the accomplices a persuasive kick. Terrified, the men immediately confess to the entire plot, admitting they were ordered to eliminate Lin Han. It's revealed their quick confession was prompted by some very persuasive tiny creatures. Lin Han smirks, pleased at how easily his ancient ants could extract the truth. With the confession secured, he turns to the disgraced instructor, demanding he account for his crimes. Enraged and cornered, Cao Chong decides to flee rather than face the consequences. But his escape attempt is thwarted as a powerful binding seal suddenly materializes, stopping him in his tracks. The seal flares to life, coursing with electrifying energy that paralyzes the disgraced instructor. Towering over the trapped man, the dean declares that Cao Chong has severely violated the academy's principles. His eyes glowing with authority, the dean promises that justice will be served and punishment will be delivered. As the situation resolves, Teacher Bai happily takes Lin Han's hand, offering him a ride and catching him off guard. However, their exit is abruptly blocked by a young woman with striking blue hair and a determined expression. With her arms crossed, she directly confronts Lin Han, demanding to know if he was the one who defeated the Gale Wolf King. Getting uncomfortably close, she presses him for details on his victory, causing a flustered Lin Han to lean away. She grabs his hand to make her point, explaining that his support-oriented class couldn't possibly face the beast head-on alone. Her eyes sparkle with excitement as she leans in, deducing he must have a powerful pet and eagerly challenging him to a duel. Visibly flustered, Lin Han realizes this supposedly aloof girl is far more inquisitive and eccentric than he ever imagined. Teacher Bai steps in, gently separating the girl's hand from Lin Han's. She advises the young woman that now is a time for reflection, not for impulsive duels. The two women face off in a tense standoff, with the challenger remaining insistent while the teacher stands her ground. Caught between the two intense women, Lin Han awkwardly raises a hand trying to interject. Desperate to escape, Lin Han cheerfully suggests that everyone is tired and should simply go home. His awkward attempt to change the subject only earns him two simultaneous, unimpressed glares. Teacher Bai internally questions Lin Han's newfound popularity with women, recalling both his pet and this new challenger. With the situation seemingly under control, Teacher Bai announces her departure, leaving the two students to sort things out. The moment the teacher leaves, the girl instantly corners Lin Han again, demanding he stop dodging her question. She reluctantly accepts his promise to talk later, turning away as he gives a relieved, reassuring pat on her shoulder. With the intense girl gone, Lin Han worries that his sister might be angry about his secret training mission. He quickly dismisses his concerns, deciding to focus on the more immediate business he needs to handle. Lin Han arrives at the imposing Dark Shadow Mountain Range Exchange, ready to cash in on his recent spoils. Inside, he plans to sell his new gear to cover expenses and, more importantly, repay a debt to his sister. The exchange's manager, a man named Tian Bian, personally greets Lin Han and asks to inspect his items. Lin Han confidently materializes a powerful staff and sword, explaining he acquired them in a high-level zone. The manager is visibly stunned by the sight of the high-grade equipment, reacting with complete shock. Recovering his composure, the manager asks for Lin Han's full name, prompting a confused confirmation from the young man. The manager's formal demeanor vanishes as he cheerfully reveals he's an old friend of Lin Han's father. He proudly praises Lin Han's impressive strength, seeing it as a sign that the Lin family's former glory is within reach. Lin Han slyly considers using this newfound family connection to negotiate a higher price for his loot. The manager, however, sees a young kid he can get a good deal from, smiling at the prospect. Tian Bian openly admires the powerful weapons, his excitement for the transaction growing. He makes a generous opening offer of 5 million, claiming it's a special price for the son of an old friend. But Lin Han isn't swayed by sentiment, countering that gear from the Gale Wolf King is worth far more. The two engage in a playful haggle, both invoking the memory of Lin Han's father to argue their case. Lin Han cheerfully agrees to a final price, internally celebrating a deal that far exceeded his expectations. They shake on it, with the manager feeling he's just been masterfully outplayed by the cunning young man. A staff member presents 2 new bank cards, explaining one is a VIP card with a high credit limit. The manager hands over the cards, inviting Lin Han to continue their profitable partnership in the future. Flush with cash, Lin Han decides to browse for some magic scrolls before leaving. As Lin Han departs, the manager reflects on the young man's incredible potential so soon after awakening. He smiles, anticipating a long and profitable future partnership with the promising young man. Arriving home, Lin Han is surprised to find an armored truck and a sharply dressed butler waiting for him. He approaches the familiar-looking man, questioning his unexpected presence. The man introduces himself as the Bai family's head butler, greeting Lin Han with formal respect. Lin Han acknowledges their long absence since his family's decline and asks the reason for this sudden visit. The butler reveals that Teacher Bai ventured into a high-level dungeon to capture a rare beast just for him. He's stunned to learn she entered a notoriously dangerous area, realizing the great length she went to for his sake. As he prepares to open the truck, the butler adds that he also bears a message from the Bai family's patriarch. The butler explains the patriarch's message: take the beast, and the Bai family will consider their obligations fulfilled. He then delivers a harsh warning, demanding that Lin Han stay away from the young miss from now on. Lin Han recoils in shock, completely blindsided by the butler's aggressive turn. Dropping his hand, he addresses the man not as an old family friend, but with cold, formal distance. Clenching his fist, Lin Han coldly rejects the offer, stating he has no ties to the Bai family and never asked for their charity. Turning his back on the butler, he tells him to take the beast and leave. He walks away with his head held high, delivering a final message that he refuses any and all help from the Bai family. The butler's demeanor shifts, a sinister smile spreading as he states that no one has the power to refuse a gift from the Bai family. Unleashing a terrifying aura, the butler lunges forward, challenging Lin Han to prove he has the strength to back up his defiance. Unfazed, Lin Han turns to meet the attack, his eye glowing with a crimson light that signals he's more than ready. The butler recoils in shock, his aggressive demeanor shattered by Lin Han's unexpected power. Surrounded by a crimson aura, Lin Han stares down the butler with cold, unwavering resolve. Overwhelmed by the sheer force of this aura, the butler stumbles back in utter confusion. He's gripped by a sudden fear, questioning how a supposed failure could possess such intimidating strength. His pride wounded, the butler furiously denies the reality that he's being completely dominated by a mere boy. With the confrontation over, Lin Han calmly flicks a bank card toward the stunned butler. The butler reflexively catches the card, his expression a mix of irritation and bewilderment. Lin Han instructs him to return the money his sister borrowed, making it clear he repays his debts and accepts no charity. He delivers a final chilling warning: attack him again, and the old ties between their families will mean nothing. Left holding the card, the butler struggles to reconcile the powerful young man before him with the useless heir he thought he knew. Back in his apartment, Lin Han finally gets a moment of peace after the intense confrontation. Lying in bed, he reflects on the Bai family's insulting gesture, feeling uneasy despite his victory. He pushes the thoughts aside, deciding to rest before his important class advancement mission. As he drifts off, a tiny, glowing ant-like creature materializes on his shoulder. The mystical creature leans in close, gently nudging its master as he sleeps. A brilliant flash of light erupts from his room, signaling a stunning transformation. The tiny ant is gone, replaced by a striking woman who leans over him and calls him master. She then settles beside him, embracing him gently as he acknowledges her hard work in his sleep. The next day, Lin Han arrives at the magnificent class change shrine, ready for the next step in his journey. Inside, he overhears whispers about his own recent exploits, his reputation clearly preceding him. Lin Han overhears the whispers and realizes he needs to keep a lower profile to avoid unwanted attention. He confidently walks towards the central hall, ready to begin the process. He approaches a massive glowing crystal, the source of all class change missions. Following instructions, he prepares to place his hand on the crystal to receive his assignment. He touches the crystal's surface, casually wondering how difficult a level 10 mission could possibly be. The screen reveals a 5-star mission: hunt thunderbeasts in the treacherous shattered ruins. Suddenly, a massive screen high above broadcasts his mission's 5-star difficulty to the entire hall. The crowd erupts in shock, recognizing it as a legendary hell-level quest impossible to clear alone. Lin Han facepalms in disbelief, cursing his terrible luck for drawing such an absurdly hard mission. The public announcement confirms the details, leaving everyone stunned that a lone adventurer triggered such a high-stakes quest. The crowd buzzes with speculation. wondering which powerful adventurer triggered the impossible quest. Unseen by the masses, Lin Han celebrates his anonymity, glad his identity remains a secret. With his mission secured, he wears a confident smirk, ready to waste no time and get started. He is soon transported to the desolate and dangerous landscape of the shattered ruins. Within the ruins lies a mercenary outpost, a gathering place for soldiers of fortune. A bored mercenary complains about the lack of work, worried about his finances for the month. His sharp senses suddenly alert him to a new arrival, his lazy demeanor vanishing instantly. Lin Han strolls into the camp, his casual appearance completely out of place among the hardened soldiers. A group of mercenaries eyes him with greedy intent, seeing him as an easy and profitable target. One of the men calls out, approaching Lin Han to ask if he's looking to hire help for a mission. The mercenary offers his group's services with a smug smile, promising quality and even a newcomer's discount. Unimpressed, Lin Han walks right past him, flatly rejecting the offer and leaving the man stunned. The persistent mercenary tries a different tactic, offering his services for free just to make a friend. Lin Han instantly grabs the man's wrist, his grip like a steel vice. With a chilling glare, he warns the mercenary to back off or face the consequences. He casually shoves the much larger man, sending him sprawling to the ground. Lin Han sees through the ruse, realizing their friendly offer was just a setup to rob him. Fuming with humiliation, the defeated mercenary watches Lin Han leave, swearing revenge. Another mercenary appears, tossing a blade as a sharp warning for his subordinate to stand down. The group's leader, a formidable red-haired woman, crushes a cup, explaining they must bide their time with security watching. The red-haired leader smirks, vowing to deal with Lin Han once he leaves the safety of the outpost. Meanwhile, Lin Han surveys the vast, desolate landscape of the shattered ruins. He summons his powerful ant companion, who materializes in a brilliant flash of blue light. Lin Han playfully taps her nose, telling her to get ready for a real fight. His preparation is interrupted by the sudden appearance of a new system mission. The screen details a leader-level quest: hunt the Thunder Spirit Apostle to claim the Heart of Thunder. He grins, seeing the mission's reward as crucial for upgrading his companion's power. Realizing he needs intel on his target's location, he decides to contact an information broker. For now, he prioritizes his class change quest, promising his companion they'll tackle the new mission later. Just then, a pack of fearsome, level 15 thunderbeasts crests a nearby dune, revealing his first targets. His companion lunges forward, effortlessly dispatching several thunderbeasts with a single, devastating strike. Unable to handle the Ant Queen, the remaining beasts foolishly decide to target the seemingly weaker Lin Han. Lin Han scoffs at their poor judgment, pulling out a powerful magic scroll with a confident smirk. He unleashes the scroll's power, summoning a colossal fireball that looms over the battlefield like a second sun. He grins playfully, already thinking about how tasty roasted thunderbeast would be for dinner. The pack of beasts can only stare in abject horror, their bravado melting away in the face of overwhelming power. The massive fireball explodes into a meteor shower of destruction, engulfing the entire area in flames. System notifications confirm their defeat and reward him with an energy stone, but strangely, no experience points. A system alert explains why. He's hit his level cap and must complete the class change quest to advance further. Annoyed that the remaining beasts are trying to flee, Lin Han reveals he has plenty more scrolls to finish the job. He orders his companion to swiftly finish off the remaining, terrified thunder beasts amidst the fiery explosions. With the battle concluded, he examines a glowing energy stone, pleased with the efficiency of his expensive scrolls. He checks his companion's status, noting her impressive level jump to 15, even if his own experience gain is stalled. Having dealt with the small fry, he reaches into his pocket to retrieve his communication device. He checks his messages, having received the intel he requested on the Thunder Spirit Apostle's location. The message pinpoints the target on a map, but includes a stark warning against facing it alone. Ignoring the warning, he tells his eager companion it's time to hunt their next, more profitable target. Unseen, the red-haired mercenary leader observes them from afar, calculating the immense wealth Lin Han must possess. Her subordinate eagerly asks to attack, but she calmly tells him to wait, letting their target accumulate more loot for them. She wisely decides to let them fight their next battle first, planning to strike when they are weakened and their guard is down. They locate their target, the level 17 Thunder Spirit Apostle, peacefully napping in the desolate landscape. Lin Han sizes up the beast, completely unimpressed by its level and considering it no real challenge. He gives the order, and his eager companion gleefully rushes into battle, ready to end things quickly. Awakened by the commotion, the apostle's peaceful slumber turns into a furious, fanged snarl. The companion meets the beast head-on, delivering a staggering blow that sends the apostle flying. She then executes a clever tactic, reverting to her tiny ant form to confuse her opponent. Before the beast can react, she burrows deep into the sandy ground, vanishing completely. The apostle scans the area in bewilderment, unable to locate the source of the attack. Erupting from below, the companion reappears in her humanoid form, landing a decisive strike from the beast's blind spot. With the apostle defeated, Lin Han claims his prize, the glowing heart of thunder. But the battle isn't over, as a massive ice crystal suddenly materializes above the wounded beast. Lin Han smirks, revealing he was the one who launched the surprise attack to finish it off. A colossal ice spike crashes down, impaling the apostle and ending its life, though Lin Han still gains no experience. With the mission complete, his companion relaxes while Lin Han notes the beast was surprisingly durable. He happily checks his reward of 300 beast tamer points, considering the day a massive success. Deciding not to hoard his earnings, he immediately invests the 300 points to awaken a new talent for his companion. His companion is engulfed in a powerful blue aura as the new skill, Iron Bone, begins to activate. A system notification confirms the successful awakening, granting her a permanent 20% boost to her defense. Overjoyed by her newfound strength, she enthusiastically tackles Lin Han in a grateful hug, much to his surprise. Their celebration is cut short as a massive figure looms over them, ominously complimenting Lin Han's skills. The red-haired leader and her mercenary crew finally make their move, surrounding Lin Han with smug confidence. Unfazed, Lin Han casually mocks the mercenaries for showing up only after the real fight was over. Enraged by his disrespect, her subordinate threatens him, demanding he hand over all his valuables. Lin Han calmly questions their audacity, wondering if they fear the authorities in the ruins. The leader condescendingly explains they are in a lawless zone, far from the reach of any security forces. She declares that his death would be easily blamed on monsters, a perfect crime with no witnesses. With a predatory grin, she promises to give him her full, undivided attention. Her subordinates discuss their malicious plans for his companion, sealing their ill intentions. Lin Han feigns surprise as his companion suddenly vanishes from his side, leaving him seemingly alone. The companion reappears in a flash behind the mercenary leader, poised to deliver a devastating surprise attack. But the mercenary leader's reflexes are astonishing, catching the companion's wrist just before the blow lands. Unfazed, the companion unleashes a powerful shockwave, sending the entire mercenary squad flying in disarray. She effortlessly tosses another goon aside, demonstrating the vast gap in their power levels. Realizing their mistake, the remaining mercenaries regroup and desperately open fire on her. Their bullets ricochet harmlessly as her Iron Bone skill activates, making her skin tougher than steel. The mercenary leader hits the ground hard, finally understanding her fatal miscalculation and ordering a retreat. Her confident smirk is replaced with pure shock as she processes the overwhelming power she just witnessed. Lin Han steps forward with a wicked grin, revealing another scroll and informing them that escape is not an option. He unleashes a devastating electrical storm, engulfing the fleeing mercenaries in a torrent of raw energy. The defeated mercenaries can only stare in terror, branding Lin Han and his companion as unstoppable monsters. Her subordinate whispers a desperate plan, convinced Lin Han is out of scrolls and now the weak link. Filled with renewed hope, the mercenary decides to risk it all, believing Lin Han is defenseless without his items. Lin Han looks down on the last two survivors, mockingly questioning their intent to fight back. He smirks as more scrolls appear, boasting that his greatest ability is his unlimited purchasing power. Now completely trapped, the mercenaries are ordered to hand over all their valuables for a slim chance at mercy. With a terrifying grin, Lin Han promises to show them true fear, making the leader wonder who the real villain is. The scene changes to the Grand Job Change Temple, a place for adventurers to level up their status. A receptionist recalls Lin Han accepting the mission, thinking it would take him weeks to complete, if ever. Her calm demeanor instantly shatters into wide-eyed shock as an unexpected visitor appears before her. Lin Han stands at her desk, calmly stating he's finished the mission and is ready to collect his reward. The receptionist reels back in disbelief, convinced she must have misheard his impossible claim. Flustered, she tries to correct herself, assuming he's just there for a simple consultation. But Lin Han confirms he's truly finished the mission, leaving her utterly baffled and confused. After he casually confirms it was an easy task, the stunned receptionist scrambles to book him a room for the procedure. She directs him to the designated room, watching with a sweat drop as he casually walks away. She's left to wonder if he was just bluffing, unable to believe he finished the mission in only a few hours. Suddenly, a system-wide announcement confirms the 5-star mission has indeed been completed. Her doubt instantly vanishes, replaced by wide-eyed astonishment as the official confirmation flashes before her. The news spreads like wildfire, stunning other adventurers who wonder about this mysterious powerhouse in their midst. Meanwhile, a private notification congratulates Lin Han on his success, officially granting him his second job advancement. Lin Han interacts with the system, initiating his second job advancement. The system confirms his new class, the prestigious Beast Scholar. He clenches his fists, feeling a surge of power as the advancement process completes. His new status screen reveals he's obtained a hidden profession, along with a significant boost in stats. The job advancement also unlocks 3 powerful new talents: flight, skill copying, and bloodline evolution. As an added bonus, the system offers him a choice of 1 more game-changing skill. Lin Han grins, already impressed by the incredible abilities he's just acquired. Eager to test his new power, he immediately activates one of his new skills. Golden wings of pure energy sprout from his back, launching him high into the air in a flash. Hovering effortlessly, he marvels at unlocking the rare ability to fly so early, a testament to his hidden class. He grins, realizing his skill copy talent allows him to borrow his companion's abilities for a crucial 5 minutes. Now, he turns his attention to the final bonus skill offered by the system. He's presented with 3 powerful choices: fusion, telepathy, or a malice-detecting wave. Realizing the malice detection skill would have prevented the mercenary ambush, he knows exactly which one to pick. Without hesitation, his finger taps the screen, locking in his choice for Malice Wave. He stretches triumphantly, overjoyed with his new set of game-changing abilities. But his celebration is cut short as another system notification suddenly appears before him. The system issues a new mission: capture a second beast, giving him the perfect chance to test his bloodline evolution skill. He thoughtfully considers his combat weaknesses, deciding a new beast could provide much-needed area of effect damage. With a new goal in mind, he resolves to pay a visit to a man known as Uncle Tien. He plans to sell his newly acquired loot, while also gathering information for his next move. At the exchange, a man named Uncle Tien greets Lin Han with an eager, almost greedy expression. Lin Han reveals a mountain of treasure, sarcastically crediting some generous people he met. Overjoyed, Uncle Tien snaps his fingers, ordering his staff to appraise the massive haul immediately. Lin Han watches with satisfaction as the assistants begin their work, musing on the mercenary's fatal mistake. The appraisal finishes, and Uncle Tien informs him the total value is a staggering 1.3 billion. With his new funds secured, Lin Han asks for a recommendation on a lightning attribute beast. Uncle Tien pauses, seriously considering the request for such a specific and powerful creature. A sudden flash of insight strikes the older man as he recalls a crucial piece of information. He excitedly reveals a rumor about a high-quality thunderbird recently appearing in a nearby forest. He elaborates that this isn't just any beast, but one with a rare ancient bloodline that has eluded countless hunters. Lin Han's eyes light up, realizing this creature is the perfect match for his bloodline evolution skill, and he presses for more details. Uncle Tien reveals he's out of intel, but offers a consolation prize: a single feather from the beast presented by his assistant. He explains the feather acts as a natural compass, glowing with electricity whenever the thunderbird is near. Convinced of its value, Lin Han immediately decides to take the feather to aid his hunt, but Uncle Tien slyly intercepts him, reminding him that even valuable clues come with a price tag. With a shrewd grin, the old man offers a friendly price of 1 million for the single feather. Lin Han sweats, internally cursing the blatant price gouging, yet knows he has no other leads. Gritting his teeth, he agrees to the deal, exchanging a forced smile with the gleeful merchant. Clutching his expensive new clue, he justifies the cost, knowing it's a worthy investment for capturing such a powerful beast. Lin Han arrives at the treacherous lightning forest, a known habitat for the thunder leopard and a popular leveling zone. He ventures into the woods, grimly recalling Uncle Tien's advice that the feather only works within a uselessly short 10-meter radius. Enraged by the blatant scam, he smashes the ground in frustration, realizing he could spot the beast himself from that distance. After calming down, he resolves to find the thunderbird on his own, confident that his companion makes traversing the forest simple. He daydreams about the power he'll wield with a second beast, imagining himself dominating even the high-level gold zones. However, his companion senses his ambitious thoughts and gives him a sharp, disapproving glare. She playfully pummels him, jealously accusing him of wanting another beast because she isn't enough. Their squabble is suddenly interrupted by a desperate scream for help echoing through the trees. They turn to see a terrified young woman fleeing from a massive, shadowy creature hot on her heels. A system window identifies the pursuer as a level 19 thunder leopard, a powerful beast native to the forest. A system window identifies the panicked girl as Su Nianwei, a level 10 tracking master who knows she can't outrun the beast for much longer. Her desperate escape comes to an abrupt end when her foot catches on a treacherous tree root. She tumbles forward, losing her balance and crashing hard onto the forest floor. The massive thunder leopard looms over her fallen form, its jaws wide open for the final strike. Resigned to her fate, she shuts her eyes, bracing for the inevitable end. But the expected attack never lands, and her eyes snap open in utter confusion. Lin Han suddenly appears, unleashing a devastating copied blow that sends the monster flying. Su Nianwei can only stare in wide-eyed disbelief at the impossible scene unfolding before her. Her mysterious savior casually checks if she's unharmed, leaving her stunned by his overwhelming strength. Snapping out of her shock, she urgently warns him that they need to escape before the powerful beast recovers. Lin Han smirks, casually dismissing her warning about the so-called big cat. He confidently tells her not to worry, as someone is already moving to take care of it. On cue, his companion intercepts the recovering thunder leopard, ready for a fight. The insectoid beast sinks its mandibles into the leopard, landing a vicious and brutal attack. The two monsters clash violently, but his companion's relentless assault quickly overwhelms the leopard. Lin Han watches calmly, noting that his companion is even more ferocious in its enlarged state. Su Nianwei, however, stares in shock, mistakenly believing another wild beast has just appeared. He turns back to her, and his concerned gesture makes the flustered girl blush. Unfazed by the ongoing battle, he offers a hand to help her to her feet. As she takes his hand, she realizes his companion must be over level 20 to dominate the leopard so easily. Su Nianwei grabs his arm, desperately trying to pull him away while his companion is busy. The thunder leopard is brutally tossed aside, finally defeated, leaving the girl speechless. His companion glares menacingly, seemingly jealous that its master was about to be led away. Lin Han calmly praises his pet, while Su Nianwei mistakenly thinks they've been spotted by the second beast. He affectionately pats the creature's head, promising a reward later, which leaves Su Nianwei utterly bewildered. She stares in wide-eyed shock, unable to comprehend the bizarre situation unfolding before her. To her amazement, the massive insectoid beast begins to shrink down to a harmless size. Lin Han introduces himself as a beast tamer, revealing the creature is his tamed companion. Su Nianwei's eyes light up as she remembers hearing rumors about a legendary hidden-class beast tamer. She questions how a beast tamer can be so physically powerful, and how a simple ant could defeat a mighty thunder leopard. His companion glares furiously, clearly displeased by the girl's endless questions. The tiny beast unleashes a flurry of headbutts, comically pummeling the bewildered girl's face. Lin Han scolds his jealous pet, while Su Nianwei nurses a fresh bump on her forehead. He changes the subject, asking why someone so weak would venture into such a dangerous zone. She explains she's on a difficult advancement quest, complaining about her terrible luck. Lin Han calmly reveals his own target is the legendary thunderbird that resides in this forest. Her eyes light up as she reveals her tracking master class, offering to help as repayment for saving her. He immediately recognizes the value of her skills, realizing she's the perfect partner for his hunt. With their goals aligned, the two adventurers agree to team up and tackle the forest together. She clarifies, however, that her tracking ability is limited unless she has an item from the target to lock onto. Lin Han smirks, conveniently revealing the exact item she needs, a glowing thunderbird feather. She recognizes the incredibly rare feather, warning him that her skill might destroy the valuable item. He casually dismisses her concerns, calling the feather useless and telling her to break it if she must. With his permission, she closes her eyes and channels her energy, using the feather to activate her tracking ability. Her eyes snap open, glowing with power as she successfully locks onto the thunderbird's location. A beam of light shoots from the feather, and she triumphantly declares she's found a path directly to their target. The duo ventures deeper into the ominous forest, guided only by the magical light trail. Lin Han abruptly halts their progress, sensing a large number of dangerous beasts lurking just ahead. Su Nianwei looks to him for guidance, nervously asking what their next move should be. As she suggests taking a detour, his tiny companion on his shoulder suddenly twitches with anticipation. The tiny companion's eyes glow with fury, clearly offended by the suggestion of a detour. Lin Han dismisses the need for caution and unleashes his pet to clear the path ahead. He smirks as a system notification confirms a swift victory and a hefty experience gain. In a flash, his companion transforms into a powerful humanoid form, effortlessly decimating the hidden beasts. She strikes a triumphant pose over the fallen monsters, confident her master will be pleased with her work. Su Nianwei stares in disbelief at the carnage, struggling to accept that the tiny pet caused it all. The flood of experience points pushes Lin Han to level 11, and he feels a surge of new power. Suddenly, his jealous companion tackles Su Nianwei, sending the unsuspecting girl tumbling through the air. Lin Han calmly chides his mischievous pet, who lovingly agrees to revert to her smaller form. Su Nianwei is left completely bewildered, frantically trying to understand what just attacked her. She stares in disbelief as the humanoid creature stands obediently before its master. Su Nianwei nervously brushes herself off, realizing the tiny ant was her attacker, while Lin Han orders it to shrink. The shrunken companion glares at her with menacing intent, making her wonder if she's its new target. An imaginary projection of the pet's humanoid form fumes with rage, offended by the girl's dismissive attitude. Su Nianwei's fear instantly melts away, replaced by an overwhelming adoration for the cute little ant. Completely smitten, she eagerly reaches out to pet the tiny creature perched on Lin Han's shoulder. The companion panics, desperately trying to fend off her approaching finger, while pleading for its master's intervention. Lin Han smirks and pulls away, warning her that his pet is on the verge of losing its temper. Spotting more monsters ahead, he once again commands his tiny companion to charge forward and clear the way. System notifications flood his vision, confirming a massive experience boost that catapults him all the way to level 15. Lin Han revels in the exhilarating sensation of leveling up so quickly. His status screen confirms his new level and a massive pool of unassigned points, fast-tracking his next advancement. He glances at his now sleeping companion, whose own stats have grown even more formidable after the battles. Su Nianwei looks back, thinking his pet's hard work was more like a one-sided massacre. The path of destruction behind them proves her point, with countless beasts left defeated in their wake. She excitedly points forward, realizing their cleared path means they can now make a beeline straight for their target. Suddenly his companion stirs, alerting him to a presence just ahead in the woods. He speculates that whatever lies ahead must be truly formidable to make his powerful pet act so cautiously. Their search comes to an end as they finally lay eyes on the magnificent level 13 thunderbird. A greedy smirk spreads across Lin Han's face, already calculating the immense profit of taming such a rare beast. The majestic thunderbird immediately senses their presence, its eye flaring with alarm. Wasting no time, the massive beast takes to the sky, prompting a cry of alarm from Su Nianwei. Su Nianwei despairs, lamenting that their ground-based classes make it impossible to catch the fleeing beast. Lin Han, however, grins confidently, questioning her assumption as a powerful aura begins to emanate from him. Activating his Wings of Lightning skill, he launches himself into the air, leaving Su Nianwei utterly stunned. He soars through the sky in hot pursuit, catching the fleeing thunderbird completely by surprise. The bird retaliates, summoning a terrifying vortex of purple lightning that darkens the entire sky. Far below, a group of low-level barbarians, including a level 9 leader, look up in confusion at the sudden storm. Lin Han realizes with annoyance that the barbarians are far too weak to survive the bird's impending attack. He calmly instructs the thunderbird to unleash its power, but to specifically take out the barbarian leader. The thunderbird transforms into a stunning humanoid form, eagerly accepting its new master's command. A colossal beam of purple lightning descends from the heavens, aimed directly at the barbarian camp. The lightning crashes down with devastating force, obliterating the ground where the barbarian stood. The barbarian leader desperately prepares to fight back, as his men are instantly vaporized around him. In a flash, the humanoid bird appears before the stunned leader, her expression mocking his futile resistance. She effortlessly overpowers the barbarian, engulfing him in a storm of crackling energy. Watching from afar, Su Nianwei worries about the long battle ahead and suggests they should intervene. Her offer is cut short as a body suddenly thuds to the ground right in front of them, making her jump in shock. The thunderbird, back in its avian form, stands proudly on the chest of the defeated barbarian leader. Lin Han presents a taming contract, telling the bird to finish the job to complete its trial. Su Nianwei grips a knife, steeling herself to deliver the final blow to the defeated leader. A system notification confirms she has slain the barbarian leader, officially completing her mission. She turns to Lin Han, blushing as she gratefully thanks him for making her success possible. With her quest finished, she shyly offers to show him around the city as a token of her appreciation. Lin Han politely declines, stating they're even since she led him to the Thunderbird, and bids her farewell. Su Nianwei watches him depart, wistfully hoping their paths will cross again someday. Now alone with his two powerful humanoid companions, Lin Han marvels at his good fortune and plans his next move. His strategic thoughts are suddenly cut short by the unexpected ringing of his phone. He pulls out his device to see a call from an old friend, wondering about the sudden contact. Answering with a smirk, he playfully asks if his friend is calling to treat him to a meal. His friend dismisses the joke, insisting he has something important to tell him. He asks Lin Han about the illusory realm, a place where warriors face off against digital beasts. The friend explains it's a virtual training ground created by the Empire for the Awakened. This high-tech system can simulate a wide variety of intense battle scenarios. It allows users to fight against countless types of virtual monsters to hone their skills. While it doesn't grant EXP, it's the perfect place to master combat techniques and abilities. Meeting in person, his friend proudly reveals he used his connections to secure a coveted spot for Lin Han. Lin Han realizes this is the perfect opportunity to train his companions, whose teamwork is currently non-existent. He imagines his two eager pets causing absolute mayhem if they don't learn to coordinate. Gratefully accepting, Lin Han receives the location, ready to begin his new training regimen. His friend reminds him to remember their bond, even after he becomes famous. The next morning, a groggy Lin Han is woken by his alarm clock in his bedroom. He's startled to find his ant companion eagerly greeting him from an uncomfortably close position. The thunderbird joins in, affectionately embracing him and suggesting he sleep a little longer. The ant scolds the bird for being too overbearing, sparking a jealous argument between the two. Their bickering quickly escalates into a childish squabble right in front of their exasperated master. As they devolve into a chaotic brawl, Lin Han realizes training them to cooperate is more urgent than ever. Arriving at the high-tech facility, a guide confirms his identity and directs him toward the illusory realm pods. She explains that he can earn rewards by clearing dungeons, making Lin Han wonder what prizes the military has to offer. With his two miniature pets on his shoulders, Lin Han confidently steps into the simulation pod, ready to begin. The system scans Lin Han, confirming his identity as a level 15 beast tamer and recommending a silver-level dungeon. Lying in the pod, he confidently selects the recommended difficulty, preparing his pets for the challenge ahead. The miniature ant and bird let out excited cries, clearly eager for their first coordinated battle. A system notification confirms his choice, and the silver-level dungeon immediately begins to load. The virtual world materializes around him as the loading progress bar quickly reaches 100%. With a final, "Have a pleasant journey," the system completes the simulation's launch. He finds himself transported to a magnificent virtual coliseum, the battle timer already ticking. Almost immediately, Lin Han and his two humanoid companions are confronted by a pair of massive, snarling wolves. He smirks, recognizing the level 13 wolves as familiar digital foes from his past. The ant companion instantly leaps forward, eager to prove her superiority over the thunderbird in front of their master. She confidently taunts the digital wolf, spoiling for a one-on-one fight. In a blur of motion, the ant companion completely overwhelms her canine opponent. After her swift victory, she turns and smugly provokes the thunderbird. The thunderbird scoffs at the display, summoning a far more powerful level 15 wolf pack to show what real strength is. Deciding to end this quickly, she gathers a sphere of crackling energy in her hand. She unleashes a devastating blast, effortlessly erasing the entire pack of digital beasts. Lin Han tries to mediate their rivalry, but they both refuse to get along with each other. He watches in exasperation, realizing his two powerful pets have dangerously strong personalities. As the last wolf is casually swatted away, Lin Han's frustration with their bickering finally boils over. Their squabble instantly forgotten, both companions rush to their master's side, worried they've upset him. The two companions look guilty. Realizing their rivalry made them forget their duty to their master. A system alert suddenly announces the third wave, a pack of formidable level 20 wolves. Now focused, the trio stands united against the approaching digital beasts. The system reminds him that while there's no physical harm, the pain he feels will be very real. Lin Han smirks, welcoming a challenge that would overwhelm even dedicated combat classes. As a wolf lunges, he reflects on the common weakness of beast tamers, their own lack of strength. But his fist crackles with energy, revealing his second, more personal reason for being here. He plans to overcome that weakness himself, driving his fist directly into the wolf's face. With a single explosive punch, he sends the massive digital beast flying across the Colosseum. His two companions watch in absolute awe, their eyes filled with hearts for their powerful master. He smirks confidently, pleased with his choice to max out his strength attribute. The rest of the wolf pack howls in unison, announcing that the real fight is just beginning. With a confident grin, he orders the ant to activate her berserk mode and the thunderbird to use her swiftness skill. Though still bickering, they both agree to cooperate, each vowing not to be the one who holds their master back. Crossing his arms, he watches with keen interest, wanting to see how his companion's unique strengths compare to the wolves'. The two companions immediately engage the pack, unleashing a coordinated assault on the digital beasts. The scene shifts back to the real world, showing the exterior of the high-tech training center. A boastful blonde student named Shu is being praised by his friends for his impressive sword skills. A determined-looking female student approaches his group, offering to team up with him for the next session. However, the arrogant student coolly rejects her offer, stating that he prefers to fight alone. He smirks, privately vowing to conquer the unattainable flower who just walked away. His thoughts are interrupted as a staff member shouts an alarm, pointing out a pod user's unprecedented speed. A public screen reveals the source of the commotion. Someone named Lin Han is at the final stage of a silver dungeon in under 9 minutes. Onlookers are stunned, speculating that this Lin Han must be a hidden talent from a major family. The female student recognizes the name, but dismisses the possibility that it's the beast tamer from her school. A loud system alert flashes across the screen, confirming that Lin Han has officially set a new record of 9 minutes and 8 seconds. The arrogant student and his friends are left speechless, forced to accept that this unknown challenger is unbelievably powerful. Inside the simulation, Lin Han and his companions stand victorious over the last of the defeated digital wolves. A system window appears, congratulating him on his new record and awarding him a powerful new skill, Thorn of the Vile Poison. With the challenge complete, a final notification announces the end of the simulation and the withdrawal of his consciousness. Lin Han examines his new skill book, already planning to conquer the gold-level dungeon next. His consciousness fully returned, he confidently steps out of the simulation pod. He calmly walks out into the training center's main hall, unaware of the chaos he's caused. A large crowd is buzzing with excitement, desperate to meet the mysterious master who shattered the record. Lin Han emerges, annoyed that his name was publicly announced for all to see. The female student from before recognizes him instantly, her eyes lighting up in disbelief. Meanwhile, the arrogant blonde student seethes with jealousy, furious that Lin Han has stolen his thunder yet again. Elsewhere, inside the military's virtual realm control center, his performance has not gone unnoticed. An operator urgently reports a data anomaly to his superior. A low-tier beast tamer just broke a silver-level record. He explains that Lin Han's clear speed is unheard of, surpassing even some elite third-tier professionals. A high-ranking military officer declares that anyone with Lin Han's talent is a genius who must be recruited. He issues a stern order to his subordinate: find out everything about this prodigy by morning. Back at school, Lin Han's friends are excitedly celebrating his incredible achievement. Suddenly, the classroom door is thrown open by the arrogant blonde student and his cronies. Filled with rage, the jealous rival storms in, demanding Lin Han show himself. Lin Han's friends calmly stand up to the intruders, taunting the blonde for seeking another round of humiliation. The rival seethes, convinced Lin Han's success was just a fluke and vowing to punish him for stealing the spotlight. But Lin Han's friend casually dismisses him, revealing their master is already off training for his next advancement. The rivals' lackeys are stunned by the news, while their leader furiously denies the possibility. Lin Han's friends mock the jealous student, telling him that family money can't buy the kind of talent their friend possesses. Humiliated, the rival points a trembling finger at Lin Han's friends, vowing revenge as he retreats. He seethes with impotent rage, promising to crush both Lin Han and his loyal friends upon his return. Meanwhile, in the treacherous Shadow Mountain range, a powerful surge of energy marks Lin Han's arrival. He stands unfazed before a new wave of powerful beasts, ready for the next stage of his training. With a smug thumbs up, he watches his experience points skyrocket, realizing his pets are incredible leveling machines. His ant companion leaps into his arms, proudly boasting that she defeated the most enemies. Not to be outdone, the thunderbird gracefully refutes the claim, stating she actually defeated 2 more monsters. Their old rivalry reignites instantly, forcing a flustered Lin Han to play peacemaker between his bickering pets. He reflects on their rapid growth, concluding that the silver-level zones are no longer a challenge for them. With a confident grin, he announces their next destination, shocking his companions with the decision to tackle the gold-level zone. They arrive at a sign marking the entrance to the treacherous gold-level training zone. Almost immediately, they discover a pack of level 21 poison-striped lizards, a notoriously difficult foe. Undeterred, Lin Han sees this as the perfect chance to truly test his companion's power. He confidently issues his battle plan, sending the ant in as a distraction while the thunderbird prepares an aerial assault. Eager to prove herself, the ant companion charges forward, vowing to outdo her rival. But the lizard retaliates instantly, spewing a stream of potent venom at the charging ant. The venom scores a direct hit, completely drenching the unprepared companion. She stumbles backward, the corrosive poison already taking its toll. A system alert confirms the worst. She's paralyzed and rapidly losing health, crying out to her master in distress. Lin Han watches in shock, realizing the lizard's poison is far more dangerous than he anticipated. Panicked, Lin Han orders the thunderbird to end the fight quickly with a lightning storm. The thunderbird unleashes a massive, crackling storm of purple lightning from above. The devastating electrical attack rains down, engulfing the battlefield in a blinding flash. He realizes the lightning strikes are too random to hit the agile lizards, requiring a way to immobilize them. Suddenly, Lin Han remembers the powerful skill book he won for breaking the dungeon record. He examines the Thorn of the Vile Poison skill, which can summon vines to bind and paralyze enemies. A confident smirk appears as he realizes this new control skill is the perfect way to boost his pet's accuracy. Without hesitation, he learns the skill on the spot, absorbing the book's power into his body. A system notification confirms his new ability as he declares the lizard's reign of terror is over. Lin Han slams his hand to the ground, unleashing his new Thorn of the Vile Poison skill. Thorny purple vines erupt from the ground, glowing with malevolent energy at his command. The agile lizards are instantly ensnared, lifted helplessly into the air and completely immobilized. With the targets trapped, the thunderbird unleashes a precise storm of lightning, obliterating them and racking up experience points. Not to be left out, the recovered ant companion leaps back into action, determined to help her master. The battle's commotion attracts 2 powerful level 22 saber-toothed tigers, just as a system alert confirms Lin Han has leveled up 4 times. He smirks, calculating that once his pets defeat these new tigers, he'll also reach the level 20 milestone. He orders a swift end to the fight, as his companions engage the powerful tigers in a coordinated assault. His pets make short work of the tigers, both reaching level 20 and earning a massive experience boost. A system alert confirms he's hit level 20, but a critical warning follows. He's reached his class limit and must advance to continue leveling. Realizing further grinding is pointless, he reviews his impressive new stats and decides to focus on his next advancement quest. Lin Han arrives at the class advancement hall, surprised to be back for another promotion so soon. He warily touches the crystal, hoping to avoid another grueling 5-star mission like his last one. To his dismay, a system-wide alert announces a new 5-star quest, shocking the other students present. In a control room, a staff member sighs in resignation, already guessing the legendary leveling fiend is at it again. Lin Han clutches his head in disbelief as the quest details appear: board a ghost ship and collect rare materials. That very night, he arrives at the desolate Ghost Pier, the starting point of his daunting new mission. He laments his lost chance for a good night's sleep, realizing this quest demands his immediate attention. His 2 companions appear in their humanoid forms, eagerly reassuring their master that the mission will be a breeze. Filled with renewed confidence, he tells his loyal pets to get ready as their target is about to appear. As the clock strikes 7, a massive glowing ghost ship materializes from the misty waters before them. The ant companion reveals the ghost ship is a legendary dungeon that has attracted countless challengers. She adds that most who attempt it flee in terror, completely unprepared for the horrors within. A ghostly spirit suddenly lunges from the ship, startling Lin Han as it rushes to attack him. He reacts instinctively, throwing a powerful punch to intercept the spectral assailant. A massive ghost then materializes on the pier, appearing to mock him from a safe distance. Lin Han's face contorts with rage, angered by the spirit's taunting and its assumption that he can't reach it. He activates a new skill, sprouting brilliant lightning wings and launching himself into the air toward the ship. After destroying the spirit, a system alert confirms he gained 0 experience, reminding him of his advancement quest limit. He hovers in the air, realizing his lightning power is fatal to these spirits but frustrated by the wasted experience. With a determined look, he decides to stop wasting time and focus on completing the mission swiftly. He flies towards the ghost ship, ready to clear the deck of the spectral crew swarming its masts. He commands the thunderbird to unleash her power and purify the spirits infesting the vessel. She obediently unleashes a devastating lightning storm, annihilating the ghosts but confirming they yield no experience. He muses that these spirits are too weak for a 5-star quest, sensing the true challenge has yet to appear. Suddenly his senses flare as he detects a new, more sinister presence emerging from the shadows. He watches in surprise as the defeated spirits begin to merge, their ethereal forms combining into something new. The fusion completes, revealing a formidable level 25 ghost captain, the true master of this spectral crew.